Before the Industrial Revolution, transportation was very simple but harsh. Goods and people were transported on roads that were bumpy and rough and not built well. People would either travel by foot, wagons, or carriages. Horses would either pull the carriage or wagon. Most people wouldn't travel because of the poor road conditions, and it would take a long time for a person to go to one place to another. Goods were transported by wagon and carriages, and animals, like horses as well. Horses would carry most of the goods. Goods were also transported by river barges, even though this transportation was very slow and inexpensive. Canals were efficient and inexpensive, and the boom of canals was in 1700 to 1800. Bridgewater Canal was one of the first canals ever built, and it was built in 1763. This canal made massive amounts of toll money, and the canal's success set off a canal building frenzy. But in 1830, canals lost their importance, and transportation went to steam locomotives.
In 1800s, railroads were used to pull carriages along iron rails. They were invented by George Stephenson. Railroads did not have to follow rivers, which allowed factory owners and merchants to ship goods swiftly and cheaply over land. A man named Henry Bessemer made a new process for making steel from iron. Steel was cheaper because it was lighter, harder, and more durable than iron. Steel was used to make tools, bridges, and railroads. In 1870, rail lines crossed Britain, Europe, and North America.
The Germans were known as the early automakers. Nicholas Otto, a German engineer, invented the gasoline-powered internal combustion engine. Then in 1866, Carl Benz invented the first automobile with 3 wheels after he received a patent. Then in 1867, Gottlieb Daimler introduced the first 4-wheeled automobile. In 1900s, Henry Ford started making automobiles that would reach the speed of 25 miles per hour. He used the assembly line to mass-produce cars, and this led the United States to be the booming country in the automobile industry.
Internal combustion engine powered more than cars. They powered pilot-controlled flight. In 1903, American bicycle makers Orville and Wilbur Wright designed the first airplane. The plane, however, only flew in the air for a few seconds, but it still guided the air age. Later, pilots started to fly airplanes across the English Channel and the Alps. Then in 1920s, commercial passenger travels began.